Hello, there's Patricia from Pinky's World, and today I'm making some wee St. Patrick's Day gifts for the boys, the grandkids. So these are what I've come up with. Wasn't sure quite what to do. I had bought them these lovely packs of creamy cookies, and I thought they'd be a nice wee gift for them. They know they just get wee tiny treats from me. They don't get nothing spectacular for St. Patrick's Day or Easter or anything. So these fit the wee pack of cookies perfectly. There's 2 cookies in the box, and I just decorated them up. I have a punch myself. I have it this year's. I don't know who makes that. Woodware. It's a Woodware punch of shamrock. So that's what I use just for convenience sake. I've used Garden Green and I've used Bright's DSP. I'm going to go with orange this time for a wee change, but this is a stamp set from last year. If you have it, it's perfect for doing if you haven't got a punch for your shamrock, and you also get the Happy St. Patrick's Day on it. It's Lucky Clover. So that's what I'm going with. I didn't buy a new St. Patrick's Day one this year. I'm using what I have. So what do I need to make these? They're really simple and easy to decorate, and you get stamps on the back if you fancy their names, or use the alphabet set or something just to personalise them. But they fit this perfectly. Those wee packs, you can get them in Tesco's and B&M, Home Bargains, all those places you see them all the time. So what you need is a piece of card for your base at 5.5 inches by 6.5, and we're going to score it. And I'll tell you the paper sizes in a wee second. So we're going to start with our short side, and our short side one is scored at 1 inch on both sides. So 1 inch and 4.5 inches. And then spin that round, and you want to score the first score at 1/2 inch, and then go 1.5, and then 3.25, and then 4.25, and then 6 inches. And that should be all your scoring done. So we'll just do our burnishing now and get, whoops, get that sorted. Your 2 side ones. I chose Garden Green because I have a full pack of card, and I have it sitting out somewhere, not in my usual paper folder, and I came across it and said, all right, I better use it. So where are we going to start? The one with the 1 inch and the 1/2 inch, you want to cut down, both of those. Scissors. So we're cutting through the 1/2 inch and straight up to the 1 inch line, and then we're just chopping that off. You don't need it, but keep it straight. And do the same on this side. Straight across. So that's your first wee position. Turn it round now, and we're going to go down to this end, and this one we're going to cut straight up here, just to the 1/2 inch mark, and you can cut those in rightly, but don't chop them off. Just do that wee outside one as well. So you want them both looking like that. So straight up, chop it in a bit, chop that one in. So one more cut, or 2 more cuts at either side. In the center, we're just going to cut straight up to that first score line. On both sides. So we have this part here is going to be your closure. So you want to round your corners on that wee end piece, just to make it look a wee bit nicer. And down at this side, this one here, we want to put some glue on that. This is just a reinforcer really, just to give it a wee bit more strength at the front where the kids will be opening it. So glue that up, and we're just going to glue that flat on there. Get rid of all the bits. So I'm giving that time to settle, and then we're going to punch it. So we could go ahead and, no, we want to actually punch it. I'm using a 1-inch punch, circle punch. I'm going to the center of this. Now remember, you're going through 2 pieces of card, so be sure your punch is worthy of getting under that much struggle. So, don't move on, please. I'm trying to get it, just eyeballing it into the center. Oh, come on. It really did need a shove there. So hold on to that, don't let that go anywhere. Your pieces of paper. To decorate, you're going to need 2 this size, which is 3 1/4 inch wide by 1 1/2 inch. So that's 2 of those. And then you need 2 pieces for these 1-inch areas, and they need to be 3 1/4 by 6/8 or 3 3/4. So you need 2 of those, and then you need 2 wee side pieces. Excuse me, and they need to be 6/8 of an inch or 3/4 of an inch wide by 1 1/2 inches. So we're going to take our first one, which will go here, and we want to try and mimic that nice wee area that we just punched there. So what you want to do is line that back up, put your paper where you want it to sit, line that back up the wee bit you punched out, so just so that it's straight along the bottom, and using a pencil just draw around it. It's just to give you a wee rough guide when you're going back in with this punch. So, right, sorry, wrong one. So slide that in, line it up again with your pencil. Now you will be going at a different area. I'll show you. If we did that, it's just going to sit like showing no green, and I don't want that. So you need to go back in to the left, but not right up to the top. So you're taking a wee slither off at the side, and do the same at this side. To the right this time, a wee slither, and then try it and see how it looks. If you need to take more off, do so. I need to take a wee bit off here, so I'm going to go back in there. Less is more at each station that you go in, so it gives you the opportunity to rectify things. That's not too bad at all. I think I'm going to leave it. Sometimes you can just go over the top and ruin it. So now we want to just glue all these in place. I'm just using the Collall glue for this bit, so that I can make a nice mess as usual. So just shimmy that in place. Just check you're nicely squared all round. The orange works fine for St. Patrick's Day, doesn't it? So this piece will go in here, and these 2 will go here. So I'm going to have to glue those in place, and I'll come straight back to you. So your last 2 wee pieces, the 3/4 inch by 1 1/2, goes to either side at the top where you've made your wee punch hole. So just stick them in there. Try and not get excess glue on. Right, so I think we're prepared there. We'll make our box up now. So you want to start with your back, and we're actually going to chop these down. You don't need them that big. It's well secured in there. So just chop a bit off. Doesn't matter what measurement, whatever, just about half of it. And you want those to fold over like so. And turn around. This one is going to sit up like this. You want to do the back coming this way first and leave this one flat on your table. And I'll explain to you why in a second. So just add some glue to those wee half flaps that you made. Set this up nice and straight so that it digs into the table and gives you a nice edge. Same for this side. Now you know that this is going to come up, and you want to be able to bring this round both sides so that you have a nice clean front, and that's why we did that, bringing the back end up first. So we're going to add glue to this. Now don't put glue on these wee flaps here, leave those alone, just put the glue here. And just bring it up, push it all in so it's all nice. Make sure you're happy with your finish. Oh, look at that, you're moving on me. Don't do that. The perils of using that slow drying glue. I'm just going to check the rest of them that I haven't shifted anything. Seems okay. So do the same to this side. Don't touch your flap, just your larger rectangle bit. And again, just make sure that it's all coming together. Now your two wee flaps will help to hold in your treats, whatever treats you're putting in there. Like, I mean, you could fit, I would say you could fit love hearts or anything in there if you weren't making them, or you could put money in it for somebody's birthday and just change the whole sentiment. So we're going to squeeze in there. Hope my glue has taken. I made the measurements to suit these perfectly, so if you're not using them, just double check what you have that'll fit. As usual, these are bits of wrappers are annoying, aren't they? So just make sure that's closing okay, and if you need to, trim off. Like, I know that's going to get a wee bit of a squeeze there, so I'm going to trim that off slightly. It makes such a difference when you go to close it. You can see everything's fitting much better now. So we're just decorating it now. I think I've went in too far with my closure. I have. We're going to stick our happy up a wee bit maybe and cover that. So make sure when you're going in with your 1/2 inch stamp or punch that you don't go too low. I have gone a bit low, so I'm going to put that up there to try and cover that sneakily. But with all the decoration, it'll be, that's it. 3 of them I've made so far. This is my 4th, and that's the first time I've done that. So, and then I have wee tiny dimensionals on the back of this. I also punched those and then ran them through an embossing folder just to get that wee bit of texture, because I simply did not like it too plain. And it does help to lead the eye towards it rather than a plain one. But if you're stamping using the stamp, you'll get a nice bit of. So, very simple, isn't it? And quick and easy, which is what I nearly forgot about St. Patrick's Day stuff for the kids this year. Usually I make them all of February, or halfway through February at least starting, but I'm very late. So that is it. I think the orange one's not too bad at all. I'll give that to the youngest fella, wee Finbar. He'll not mind what colour he gets. So great for using up your scraps because you don't really need that much stuff. So just remember, don't cut down too low like I did there with your punch. Don't go in too far. So that's me finished, and thanks very much for watching. I'll catch us all again soon. Bye.